Hello, hello. So I'm going live on Instagram and Facebook in the Quilts Along group right now just to go over the fabric requirements for the Frame It Quilt Pattern. So I'll wait a couple seconds to see if some people jump on. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Karen. Hi, Christine. So I'm just going to go over quickly the Frame It Quilt Pattern fabric requirements. You can download those on my blog right now. That's going to be the next that'll be the next quilt along that I am doing. Hi, Cindy. Oh, you guys were responding to me because I said hello. So this is going to be the next quilt along. I'll wait a couple seconds. So I wanted to jump on quickly. We're supposed to be getting this huge snowstorm. We don't usually get a lot of snow over here in Western Washington, but we're supposed to be getting like 8 to 12 inches. And so my son is going to be released from school early today. So I was like, oh, I should jump on really quick before I have to go get him. Right now it's not snowing yet, but oh, there's a couple little flakes. So maybe it's starting. I know it was starting up in northern Washington and, you know, more south. So we're a little south of Seattle, and it's been snowing in Seattle since this morning. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Anna. It's snowing in central Texas. This is just weird winter, isn't it? It's like really cold, and everybody's getting snow, I think. It's crazy, huh? That whole, what they call it, the Arctic freeze or whatever over in the east and Midwest. Now we're getting like all this cold snow for like a week. We're supposed to get it for a whole week of snow. So we'll see how crazy it is. So my pattern will be released on Tuesday, and I'm hoping that this snowstorm doesn't delay my paper patterns. I ordered my paper patterns this week, and I was hoping to get them by Tuesday. So I'm hoping they'll still arrive on time so that I can mail them out on Wednesday. We've had it get down to 0 at night. It's been freezing for a week. Oh my goodness, Sydney, that's too cold. Like, we've been having 20s, which is really cold for here. So I don't know. It's crazy. I think my husband was going to go snowboarding, but then he looked at the weather and it says it's supposed to be like -1 at the mountain. So we'll see. I think he still plans on going, but that's going to be cold. Our kids have had 7 snow days in the past 3 weeks. Oh my goodness, Carrie, that's a lot. I know I'm kind of worried about next week. If he gets it all off, we're going to be like going to school almost till July because he already gets out like at the end of June. So I guess some people are jumped on. I just wanted to go over this really quickly. So since it may be confusing, since when you get the pattern next Tuesday, you'll be getting a main pattern, and then it will have 2 supplementals. Basically, the supplementals are changing the way you make this square and square type block, the center block. The main pattern uses triangles on the bias, so you cut triangles and actually sew them to a square. And some people are a little wary of that, so I made a couple supplementals. A supplemental to use half square triangles, which will give you a seam. So I'll put it up here. Give you a seam from the top to bottom and then side to side. Or the stitch and flip method, which you would take a large square and you would have 2 small squares and you would sew down the center of those small squares, trim it a 4th, and then flip it open, which is stitch and flip. Which that method, you'll waste a little more fabric and it will require more fabric. And same with the half square triangle one. It will require a little more fabric than the main pattern. So if you see the, hi Rose. If you see the top portion here, we got the main pattern, and that comes to about here. All of these would be the fabric requirements if you use the main pattern. If you guys have questions, let me know, okay? And then if you want to use the half square triangle method, really all you need is extra background fabric. So what you would do is instead of getting this background fabric right here, you would scratch that out and replace it with these amounts. And then you would be good on your background fabric. With the stitch and flip method, you will need different main fabric and background amounts. So you would just use this main fabric and this background fabric amount, but then you would come to the main pattern and you would use the sashing, binding, backing fabric amounts. So it's just kind of changing these a little. So don't buy like all these and then what are these? Buy those also. No, just stick to figure out which supplemental or if you want to use the main pattern, and then that's the pattern amounts you'll want to get. So you can download that on my blog right now. The actual pattern will come out next Monday. This fabric requirements also shows you the different layouts of each quilt. The baby will have 4 blocks. The throw will have 12 blocks. The queen has, or the twin has 20 blocks. Queen has 30 blocks, and the king has 36 blocks. So like the quilt along is going to be based on the throw size. So you don't, oh no, people have been commenting over here. Sorry guys. What was I saying? So the quilt along is going to be based on the twin or the throw size, the 12 blocks. So when we're getting to the weeks of creating our actual blocks, the first 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks we'll be picking out your fabrics. I wanted to give people plenty of time to pick out fabrics since sometimes you have to order them online and it can take a while to get to you. And then the 3rd week we'll be cutting our fabrics. The 4th week we'll be making this square and square block, and then after that we'll be making 4 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks. So if you're wanting to do the baby, you really only have 1 week of blocks. If you want to do the queen, you'll want to do a little more than 4 blocks. Same with the king, you'll want to do more, or just you know, if you want to take your time, you just won't complete at the same time as us, which is fine too. And this also comes with a coloring sheet, so you can kind of plan out what colors you would like. I know some people have been saying they want to do the 2 colors. Like this one. This was a test block just so I could get the measurements for this square and square correctly. So if you wanted to do 2 colors instead of the pattern actually calls for 4 or scrappy, which is this one.